Nope, don't care for that. Okay. That's audio. Let me see. I think this is the best one. Yeah, so leave it there. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a reading on RayJ. RayJ. Going to be doing a reading on RayJ. RayJ just got arrested not too long ago. I think he got arrested on either Thanksgiving night or the night before Thanksgiving. And it was because of he had GUN with him, and he was threatening to pium, you know. So what happened? What I saw a short. Okay, what happened was that he had his children at his house with Princess Love, which was supposedly, I don't even know if she's an ex-wife right now. I think they're still doing something still going on. Princess Love, which is his wife, and their two children, their daughter and their son. And Princess Love had her cousin. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. You guys can hear me fine, right? You guys can hear me? Princess Love had her cousin there with her, and she wanted to take the children with her at 4 a.m. That's what RayJ said. It was 4 a.m. And she was waking the children up to take them home. And they've been drinking. Her and her cousin have been drinking, right? And all I hear him say was like, you're alcoholics. Y'all been drinking. How y'all going to drive home, right? How y'all going to drive the children home when y'all been drinking, which is understandable. But if you have a GUN in a place where there's kids involved, that is a hazard. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is a hazard to the children because they don't understand what that is. And they could think it's a toy gun, and God forbid they touch that GUN. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be calamity. You know what I'm saying? And then when Princess was trying to take the children with her, RayJ was on defense mode, okay? And he's been drinking too as well. He was drinking. He had a bottle. I can't remember if it was, I don't know what bottle it was. I don't know if it was Casamigo bottle or Henny. I can't remember what bottle he was drinking on, but he kept drinking out of the bottle, okay? And then Princess Love was like, you just pointed a gun at me. She said, what? Hold on, y'all. Hey y'all. All right. I was talking to my son real quick. Be safe. God bless you. All right. So she was like, women abuser or something like that. She was like, woman abuser. Hold on. Woman abuser, and allegedly, that's what she said. She said woman beater or something like that. I don't think RayJ like that, baby. Okay. I don't think he liked that too much. So he put out his GUN. This guy walks in. I guess Princess Love called the guy to come help. I don't know who the guy is. I don't know if his name starts with a T. I can't remember. I don't know who this guy is. The guy came in to help her so that nothing goes down. I understood why the guy came in, but I don't know if this is a cousin. I think she says it's a cousin. I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna say what I'm not sure about. Okay, I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't know if it's a cousin, family friend, whatever. But it gotta be somebody that's either related to Princess or something. Came in, and that's when RayJ went off. That's when he's like, get the F out my house, get the F out my house, or whatever. And he said, oh, I'm going to shoot you. Okay. If you don't get an F out my house, I'm going to shoot you. And all you can see or hear is like tussling. And I feel like the guy was kind of trying to tame him and take the gun out of his hand. Because you know when you're drunk, you would do stupid stuff. You do stupid things that when you get sobered up, you're like, why the hell did I do that? Why did I even let myself get that far? But people will be like, is there something going on with RayJ that is causing him to get into these things, right? Get in trouble or getting lost. I feel like he's going through a lot of stress. There's a lot going on. His wife is trying to leave him. Then he has this lawsuit with the Kardashians where it feels like he's trapped or they're trying to control his narrative or whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when he was at Breakfast Club, he said he don't want his children to have to deal with him having a sex tape with Kim K. You know what I mean? Whew, chat. And I think he's trying to get that removed, you know, out of online, wherever he's trying to. But there's some type of stipulation where it's like contract and things being messy and, you know what I mean? It's just a lot going on. I feel like it's giving me depression, to be honest with you. And, you know, during that time when he had the kids and Princess was there, he said Princess was there cooking. I think she said she was cooking while she was there because the last time she left the kids with RayJ and she came to pick them up, he had a woman. He was butt naked on the bed with another woman. Drunk. Passed out. So I'm like, come on, RayJ. Come on, bro. And then he was going through where his sister was not talking to him. His family was not talking to him. They had like an estranged thing going on. I think they're in a better space right now, but it's just a lot. A lot. So, I'm like, where do I even start? Okay, so I'm just getting like stressed the F out. You know what I mean? And it's giving me, you know, like, when somebody wants attention, they do ridiculous things, right? To gain attention, to get you to say, hey, look, something's going on with me. Something's going on with me. You know, like when kids need your attention, they start doing things abnormal that they wouldn't do. You know, it's giving me that energy, right? But I just feel like it's giving me depression, right? Depression sometimes could lead to you over drinking, doing drugs. And I feel like he's on drugs. I don't know what kind of drugs yet. But I feel like he's on drugs. It's not just alcohol. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know if it's coke. You know what I mean? I am kind of getting something with coke. Maybe that's why he likes to smoke. Cigarettes. Something with cigarettes here. Coke. Some people lace their cigarette with coke. You know, I've seen it before. So I just feel like it's not just the alcohol. There's drugs involved. All right, you know. Okay, so I feel like he got out because he went to jail a couple of days ago. I think he got out already. I just get the energy like he gonna get out. Well, he got out. So he's probably free right now. Okay, I would not be surprised if he goes on live and do another stream. And and you know when this was going on, he was on live. He was on stream when all this was going down. I was like, damn, you could have at least turned off the stream and come back. He was on stream. That's why they were able to capture whatever was going on. And oh, I forgot to tell y'all. And then the police showed up. The police showed up to his house. That's how he got arrested. They showed up, and I'm like, did somebody call the police, or were they watching it live? You know, because they came quick. They came quicker. You could say, ha, ha, ha. They came quick. I feel like they need to have, they need to go to family court and try to get, in family court, they're gonna divide visitation rights. Who gets what days of the holiday, what days or whatever. So you don't have to deal with this mess. And RayJ, when you have your children, don't bring no woman in the house. You know what I'm saying? Don't consume a whole bunch of liquor. Be responsible when it comes to that, because you don't want your children to see you in that light. You get what I'm saying? You're not with mommy, but you're with another woman. You know, it can be tricky, confusing, and all that. You don't want that. And the kids were crying too. I think I heard a child crying while they were arguing. Child, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. That's one thing you don't do is, it's not a good thing to argue in front of your kids. It does happen, but not just arguing in front of your kids, but having a GUN in your hand while you're doing it. You know what I mean? It's a whole different. Guess what? Police gonna come quick when it comes to child safety. They will. Okay. I just feel like there's a lot going on with RayJ mentally. And RayJ is the kind of person like with a lot going on because he's a public figure. Some people might say this is karma too to things that RayJ have done in the past. If you know, you know. This is karma. And I remember, somebody was asking him about Didi, and he said free Didi or something like that. And I'm just like, what? But, he used to be in those parties with Bow Wow, so we don't know. You know what I mean? Somebody said Bow Wow got a good cushy. I think it was Orlando Brown that said that. He said Bow Wow got a good cushy. Orlando Brown, a lot of things be true and some things he just be clowning. All right, let's see what's going on with RayJ. What's going on with RayJ mentally, Holy Spirit? What's popping with him? I feel like he's also depressed with what's going on with him and Princess. I feel like he should have stuck with Marie. What's her name? Tierra Marie? No, damn, what's that pretty girl name? What's her name? Hey y'all. Hey Marie. Hey Odie. Y'all putting numbers in your name. 111. 717. I've been saying 717 though. What's that girl name? Tierra Marie. I think that's her name. And then she ended up becoming an alcoholic too. Like, it's just, I feel like if you would have stuck with that girl, I feel like she wouldn't have become an alcoholic. And I feel like it's karma. With that relationship, with him and Princess relationship, that's karma. In a full flesh. You could call it what you want. That's karma. I'm telling you, because the way he did that girl in Love and Hip Hop was not nice. They were there laughing about the girls' female hygiene and stuff. And Princess was trying to make fun of her. And I'm like, there are people that use feminine hygiene. It's okay. It's not something to be embarrassed of. It's just going extra mile to get yourself clean. You know what I mean? Like, it's not no biggie. Like, people do use feminine hygiene. Like, because when you got hair down there and you sweat, and it will have a little smell. It might not be what you call it, funky, because if you clean, it shouldn't be funky. But you sweat down there. So Summer's Eve, some people use Summer's Eve. It's like a deodorant for down there. You know what I mean? Just don't spray it in your cuckoo. Like in front of your cuckoo, just spray it on the hair area and you'll be fine. Like, shit, I don't know. I'm just saying. Strippers know. Strippers know what I'm talking about. Okay? Anyway, let's get back into this reading. But I'm just saying, like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I would say don't use douche because it knocks off your pH balance. Just use unscented soap, something that doesn't have fragrance, because So your pH balance can be balanced and steady. You know what I mean? Unless if it's some type of natural herb or something. But I would say don't use nothing with fragrance down there. Just, you know what I mean? That's what I'll say. Use unscented soap, sensitive, unscented. You know what I mean? I used to use Summer Eve back in the days, but I learned a lot about what not to use down there. You know what I mean? So, douche is not good for you. Okay, douche is not good for you, baby. All right, it knocks off your pH balance. As women, you want to keep yourself up, and I get it. There's things you could do, but find natural remedy. Okay, so a lot of secrets are like balled up in him. There's a lot of secret here. It could be holding a lot of people's secret, or there could be a lot of secrets. I also feel like his emotions is all over the place. Okay, his emotions could be uneven, unbalanced. There could also be something going on with a mother figure here. It could be princess, it could be his mother. There's something going on with that as well here. There could be a Pisces, Cancer energy as well here. All right, so let's see. Yeah, there could be some type of secret when it comes to what he does for work too. Something going on with his work. Okay, I don't. How he makes money, obtain money. Something with his work, business, his career. Okay, there's a lot of secrets underneath that. So I don't know if he get paid. Maybe it looks like he's a singer, but then there's something else he does behind the scenes that is not singer. You know what I'm saying? That's opposite of him being a singer. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I feel like Didi is one of those people where it's like, he come and makes an album every 4 years, right? But he initiates people into the business by sleeping with them, allegedly. I'm just saying, Everything on here is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Entertainment purposes. Okay, let's just nip that the bud. Let's just nip that in the bud, okay? Yeah, that's how he gets paid. He gets paid by keeping people's secrets, or he gets paid by doing something behind the scenes that nobody knows about. He makes money in a different, it could be unethical way. It could be tabooish way. It could be in the Lilith house. He might have something like, I don't know, Scorpio in the Lilith or Pisces. I don't know what his chart look like. Something taboo. But that's how he makes his money. It's secret, a lot of it. And that's how he gets paid. Let's see what else. There could be a settlement here too, like money. Something with his finances here. Something he was supposed to get here. With his finances too. All right. It could be something. Another thing I kind of feel like he doesn't want to pay Princess by divorcing her. There's a lot that comes with that, especially when you have like assets, values, and stuff like that, or you have tied in business together and stuff like that. I'm guessing something about dividends. I haven't heard that since accounting class. I forgot what dividends is. I'm gonna lie. But I heard the word dividends. But as I split in the assets, right? It could be something with his finances where he doesn't want her to like gain a whole bunch of money from what he's been working hard for, what he's been doing. One thing I could say about RayJ is that he's an entrepreneur. That man is a hustler. He's a Capricorn. Capricorns are good in hustling. You understand? They're kind of like Taurus in that sense. They're good in business. Like, if you want your business to thrive, get you a Capricorn, baby. Get you a Capricorn, get you a Taurus, get you a Virgo to help you plan it out and keep it detailed where you're not chaotic. You know what I mean? But yeah, something is going on with home, foundation, family, him and his wife, marriage. You know what I mean? It could be something where if it was up to him, he would want Princess to stay and not leave. But my thing is, you could tell that there's some type of dysfunction with that situation. And you could tell that there's toxicity in that relationship as well. So I don't know, RayJ. I feel like you should take your losses. You know what I mean? And you guys should just agree on raising your children. Something is over with a marriage. So he could be really depressed about that. It's coming up. It's depression is coming. He could be depressed about that. His marriage is over, but he could be doing something where he's making sure. So Princess might be involved in like executive position. Like he could have her in like executive producer or executive position where she's also making money with him. I don't know. I don't, you could go look that up. I don't know. But this is what I'm seeing. So that could be a smart move where he's allowing her to make money through him or with him so that maybe he doesn't have to pay too much money. So there might be a family business that they have together as well here. I'm kind of sensing that. But his marriage is coming to an end, or his marriage is over. It's over, there could be secrets within this marriage that has not been fully exposed. And maybe that's why Princess say woman beater. You get what I'm saying? I'm just, there's secrets in the marriage, okay? People are on drugs and they drinking and they doing all kind of stuff. Yeah, this relationship has just become a burden, a huge burden here. Or this marriage has become a burden. Okay. I feel like somebody feels like RayJ don't know how to chill. He doesn't know how to put his pee-pee in his pocket. His pee-pee is always out. You know what I mean? Somebody might feel that way. It could be Princess feeling that way. There could have been threesomes too. They could have had like threesomes. They could have had like, I don't want to go as far as say orgy, but they could have had threesomes. I feel like RayJ likes to entertain prostitutes or like strippers. I'm getting something like that. I don't know. I feel like he might be meant to be a polygamous guy. Maybe he's a polygamous kind of guy, and he's in a he cannot be faithful until he deals with RayJ, until he goes to counseling. To be honest, I feel like both of them need to go to counseling. Both of them need to go to therapists. They need to go see a therapist. They need to go figure out what's causing this. You know what I'm saying? Because Princess, if you know he's this kind of guy, you know what I noticed in that video too? It's kind of like, if you know he's on 100, right? He's been drinking. And he's telling you, oh, don't take, all he's saying is don't take the kids away. Why are you waking the kids? Maybe he doesn't want to be alone on Thanksgiving. He was happy you were there with the kids. Maybe that made him feel good about you guys' relationship. I would not keep poking and triggering and poking and triggering and poking. I would just be like, listen, you've been drinking. You got a GUN on your hand. These kids don't feel safe here. I'm just going to take them and go. I'm going to talk to you when I talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk to you later or something. And just go. Like, especially when he has a GUN in his hand. Like, I won't even argue. I would just be like, yeah. So there could be a Queen of Swords. There's a Queen of Swords that I feel like RayJ is just a burden to deal with. It just have a lot going on. This could be Brandy, actually. That's what I'm kind of getting with that. This could be Brandy. Like, you just got a lot going on. You do too much. You act erratic. We don't know what to expect from you. Somebody could have tried to give him advice. So I feel like Brandy has set her boundaries, and she's very cautious on how she deals with RayJ, to be honest with you. That's how I'm getting it. Like, she's very cautious on how she deals with her brother, to be serious. Like, she feels like her brother is not healing himself. He keeps putting himself in situations that can hurt him in the long run, or hanging around the wrong type of people. You get what I'm saying? Being around the wrong type of folks. Hanging around the wrong type of people. And doing stupid stuff like drugs. You know what I mean? Like, that's how Brandy's feeling. Her sword is up, girl. Her sword is down, but it's like, you got one more time. It's like, you got one more time. Isn't she an Aquarius? I think she's an Aquarius. I'm not too sure. Aquarius, Pisces, or something. Whoo, child. It's like you're not doing the work to grow. His sister's like, you're not doing the work it takes to grow. Um, you're just doing the same thing over and over. It's like a bad kid. You keep giving them a chance. They keep biting your hands off. You keep giving them a chance. They keep on. You cannot control RayJ. Jail. Yeah. Somebody wanted him to go to jail. Period. Somebody wanted him to go to jail. Somebody wanted him to get locked up. Somebody wanted him to be humiliated in front of thousands of people. You know another thing I get with Princess? No shade, Princess, but I feel like you're kind of jealous of him a little bit. Hey, I'm just gonna call a spade, baby. When it comes to his interaction with people, because RayJ is funny. Okay, it's charismatic, is likable. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I feel like he just started his streaming thing, right? Because I remember when he was on Kai Cenat, and he was doing weird stuff there too. But he's likable by people, so he knows how to come back. But he just needs to reinvent himself, though, when he's coming back. And I feel like a little bit part of Princess feel some type of way about that. I don't, it's just, because why didn't you say it was a woman beater all these years? Like, why you have to say it in front of the whole stream live or whatever the case might be? Yeah, y'all got your issues or whatever, but it's some type of jealousy coming from that angle a little bit. And I also feel like RayJ is jealous of Princess when it comes to like who she has around her. He could be a little possessive or a little bit controlling when it comes to that. Like who she has around her. Is she seeing a guy? Is she dating a guy? Who is the new guy? Like with that, he goes crazy. But anywho, back to this. All right. Yeah, she feels some type of way with him being on live. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I kid you not. Okay. There go Brandy right here. And there go his father. So I don't know what's going on between him and his dad or his father. He could have called his father or somebody in the family, somebody here to come bail him out, though. He could have called somebody. I feel like Brandy was watching this happen. Like somebody showed Brandy this video of him getting arrested. What you said, Papa? And why would you do that? Let me see your hand. What you got in your hand? Oh. Okay, he could have called, I feel like what's her name was watching this unfold. Him going to jail and stuff, or him being arrested on live. It's like, here we go again. And I feel like this is not RayJ's first time of getting arrested either. I don't feel like this is his first time. Yeah. So people might see him too as very immature and childlike energy. There could be a good or bad thing with that situation where it's like you're childlike, you act like a child. When it comes to you being funny and allowing your inner child to come and play once in a while, that's cool. But when it comes to like taking care of responsibility and a home, marriage, that's a whole different ballgame. You know what I mean? So some people might see him as a little boy. And something could have affected him growing up where they could have always said Brandy's brother or Brandy's little brother. They could have always referred him as that, where he didn't have an identity for a long time. I get it. Okay. Where he didn't have an identity for a long time. And it's like now, it's almost like trying to prove himself to people. Like, I'm not just Brandy's brother, I'm RayJ. You know what I mean? That could have hurt in a sense growing up though, with him being Brandy's little brother. And it's like, look, I'm talented. I could act, I could sing or whatever. Yeah, that could have hurt his feelings or hurt his ego or hurt him like he's been under her shadow for a long time. That could have affected him. All right. But he tried to play it off, you know what I mean? He tried to be there for his sister. There's a younger kid here. It could be a teenage child, or it could be a child that's like 20, in their 20s. I don't know if this is Brenda's daughter though. I don't know. I'm getting kind of like a niece or something. Okay, there could be a niece here. There could be a niece that's like supporting him and want him to come out of this on top. No, Papa, go sit down over there. That's why. What do you? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? If you can't tell me what you need, I ain't letting you come here. You gotta go pee pee. Go pee pee. Go. I don't need to come. Just go pee pee and wash your hand. Go. I'm coming. Go. Go. I'm coming. Go. I'm coming. Yeah, there could be a niece here that's like rooting for him to win though. I don't know if this is Brandy's daughter. I don't know, but I'm seeing like a niece or like a younger person energy around him. Okay. That loves her uncle, but it's like the mom is like, I don't even know if I want you to be around my daughter. I'm trying to give you a benefit of a doubt, but I'm like, I don't want that to rub off on her. But I feel like Brandy's daughter is matured. I don't know. I'm getting like she's young, but she's matured in her own way. You know what I mean? Like, she's grown now. You know what I mean? She makes her own decisions. She knows what's right and what's wrong. And I almost feel like she's been trained about the industry. Does she sing? I feel like she sings. I feel like she sings. You done? All right. Or she's a singer. Is it Soraya? I don't know. I'm getting a name Soraya, or like maybe her name starts with an S. I don't know. But I'm getting the SYRIA. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's her, Brenda's daughter's name, or. But I got the name Soraya. Yes. What do you need, Papa? I'll give it to you. Huh? What you need? Popsicle? And I almost feel like he's here, but he's not here. I also feel like he feels like the Kardashians have some type of control. They're trying to gain some type of control over him every time people... It's another thing. It's like he's trying to get away from this stigma of the Kardashians. But it's like people keep asking him about that situation. You know what I mean? It's like... It's like trying to run away from something here, but you keep being pulled back into it. And then it's just so much that you can say, or so little that you can say, because of the contract agreement or some type of legalities involved with them. You get what I'm saying? About that situation. And if I rewind back, right? Somebody wanted their child to be famous by all means necessary. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they exploited their child with RayJ. Allegedly. They exploited their child to RayJ. Because RayJ was already known in the industry. It's kind of like being initiated to, you know what I mean? Through sex. And then somebody put it out there to make it look like, I don't know, I'm getting a heavy ass Scorpio here. Could be a mother. To make it look like, give me Kris Jenner energy, but to make it look like somebody exposed the sex tape. Oh my God. But this person was the head bee in charge at the time. This person was there. This person was exploiting their child to become famous. Period. Point blank. And hold on. Yes. Sit down. What you need? I'll get it for you. Possibility. What you want? Pink phone? Hold on, y'all. Thank you, Mom. I don't know, should I turn this light on? Whispers in the morning. Somebody wanted, and that's his truth, to be honest, that's his truth. Somebody wanted their child to be exploited. And they have to do whatever it takes to be famous. Somebody want to be famous. And they vicariously live through their child. Okay? Where's his mental state at Holy Spirit? Where is RayJ mental state right now? What's going on mentally with him? Something's going to get exposed. The tower? Shit. So maybe what happened, what transpired during this fight, there could have been something that was exposed there, okay, that shook a lot of people. It could have shook a lot of people. There could also be something coming out about this Scorpio that was sent in earlier, okay, that it could have shocked people too. There could be something being exposed about a Scorpio or an Aries here. Okay, that could have thrown people off. You know what I mean? And then you have the 8 of Wands here. Some type of information coming back to someone or coming out about someone that could shock the world. Yeah, it could be something where his family was also shocked. Like, how the hell did you get from this to that? How did you get from, like, trying to be a better person, trying to be this guy, and then you go into a rage? I feel like he was upset that something was happening during that Thanksgiving that he was upset about. He was not too happy. He was not happy on that day. On the first day of Christmas, my baby said to me, he was not happy. There's something going on here. What's going on with his mental? He was disappointed. He was very disappointed emotionally. I feel like he was emotionally let down. Okay, there was a letdown here by family members or by people he called his family or thought was family to him that he could have trusted that failed him here, or he felt failed by them. This could be a partner. This could be a friend. Okay, that he feel like failed him. There's a lot of disappointment here. Okay. Also, it could be something where people feel disappointed. It could be family members that feel disappointed about him and let him know how disappointed they are about him. So it's like, again, it's like, and maybe this has been all his life where his mother's like, I'm disappointed in you. And every time his mom would say, I'm disappointed in you, it's like he lashes out or he does something that is out of character or he does something stupid. And they're like, you see? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. It's like a kid lashing out, trying to get attention. You know what I mean? But never succumb to getting that type of attention they needed. So something could have happened with him and his mom and father. There could have been a relationship, a disconnect with their relationship here. There's some type of disconnect. And there could be something where the mom could have warned him not to marry Princess. That's coming back again. I feel that was a long time ago. And it could have been something where the mom didn't even want him to marry Princess. What is her sign? She a Capricorn too? Or? Like the mom likes to be in control. Okay. Yeah, this is a whole plan, okay? So this is showing up like this. I'm seeing like 3 different things, right? This is a whole plan for that sex tape. This was a whole plan. The mama was there. Everybody was involved. You know what I mean? Somebody was the producer here filming with the camera in their hand. I'm kind of seeing that happen here. And they're trying to play him like he did something wrong, you know? It's one of those things. And he's like, I don't want this humiliation to keep going on. I got kids now. I need that to go away. So there could be regret on him doing that. All right. And then these people are trying to control the narratives. All right. Yeah. Okay. There was somebody. Yep. And this was when he was younger. I don't know how young RayJ was. I don't know if it was in his 20s then when this happened, or 19. I don't know. She was young. He was young. I feel like she could have been younger though. Let's see. He feels like people trying to plan against him too. People want him to fail. There's certain people that want him to fail. A certain family group, okay, that want him to fail. And it's like somebody keep dangling something in front of your face. Like, I got this of you. I got that of you. You signed a contract. It's one of those things, If you do this, I'm going to release this. It's giving me one of those. All right, like a certain family group, or family member, or whatever the case might be. They keep dangling something in his face. A Sagittarius, Leo. What's her name? Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Okay. Somebody feels like he's very, I feel like this could be Princess here, feeling like he's very, so another thing I'm kind of getting is like somebody have mentally abused him with words. Just give me Princess, okay? Like somebody could have mentally abused him with words, treated him like he wasn't a man. RayJ, if you act like one, I'm just saying. So he could feel like belittled by his wife, condescending by her, where she would say, she's a Leo if I'm not mistaken, and Princess is a Leo. Leos are very feisty people when it comes to wordplay. Like Leo will hurt you. Like, you talking about hurt you with words, a Leo will hurt your ego, your feelings. A Leo make you want to go just drown in water, drown in sorrow. You know what I mean? You don't want to mess with a Leo's mouth. A Leo will curse you so bad that you don't even want to be seen. So he could have felt very belittled. It could have reminded him of something he went through when he was growing up. So RayJ has a lot of childhood traumas that he never healed from. And somebody here triggers him back to that. Right? And this is why I say he needs counseling. There's a trigger. And what I'm seeing here is like this fire sign woman talks to him. So this fire sign woman knows his secret, or knows what has happened within the family group, where she was spilling when they arguing. Like she would say it to hurt him. And it's like it brings him back. It becomes like a crab. It goes into that crab shell and it brings him back to that place he doesn't want to be in. But he needs to be real with himself. There's some type of self-realization that he needs to work on. Or yeah, she's hurt him. There's sadness here with that situation. There's a heartbreak here. There's sadness. There's crying here. Crying over this Queen of Wands here. All right? Because he feels like somebody try to play him. He feels like maybe his princess and a friend, a cousin, or whatever, trying to play him, and he feels like they planned this the whole time. This is how RayJ feels. Like they planned this to hurt his career, to hurt his reputation. One thing about Capricorns, that they don't play about their reputations. And Princess could have been the one to call the police. Real talk. Princess could have actually been the one to say, police, yeah, come here. Okay? And he feels like, damn, you trying to hurt my reputation. You trying to hurt me. You trying to really, really hurt me bad. Like, you want me to, like... Somebody could have said, you need to go to rehabilitation center, or you need to go to rehab. And I feel like that could have been Princess. You need to go to rehab. You need to go check in. Maybe somebody have been telling him this for a while now. He's not listening. Okay, but there's a lot of heartbreak. Somebody's going to end up apologizing though. I also feel like he was trying to sleep with Princess, to be honest with you. I think he was trying to sleep with Princess that night. And she wouldn't give him some or whatever the case might be. I feel like he was trying to sleep with her. And she's like, yeah, I just came to support the children and be here when you're watching the kids. I feel like she came here to make sure there's no woman coming in the house, to be honest with you. Yeah, somebody has checked out and they're moving on. Okay. All right, somebody has checked out and moving on here. Who's this? I feel like they're not really talking right now. There's no communication. If there's any communication, I feel like RayJ really want to fight for his family, meaning like his children. Like he wants to fight for his children. So I don't know. I don't know to what extent though. You know what I mean? But I feel like he does care about his children. He does want to fight for his children. I keep getting that over and over again. Right now, he's focused on his children. I feel like before, he used to be like, oh, Princess leaving me. Oh, my God, I don't want... And you know what else I'm getting to talking about that? I'm also getting like, RayJ is the kind of person that will sleep with other women to piss Princess off. And not only that, he would sleep with other women to kind of cover up or cope with his heartbreak with Princess. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's who he really, really, really loved. Like, he was in love. In love. But you remember it on Love and Hip Hop when RayJ pushed Princess in the pool? When he did that, I was like, oh. If somebody do that to me on national TV, I would never be with you no more. I don't give a damn. Like, you embarrass me on national TV? Yeah, I'm not, no. Mom. Yeah. You did that. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Yeah, you know, when I saw that, I was just like, yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna work. They say the way you get them is the way you lose them. You know what I mean? How you got this? Go, Papa. How do you do that? The way you get them is the way you lose them, baby. So you thinking you finna come in here and change this man? And let me tell you, he was with Tiara Marie, if I'm not mistaken, for 10 years. He was with her for 10 years, baby. 10 years. Can you imagine giving somebody 10 years of your life and no proposal, nothing? And then come on here to humiliate you on national TV. Child, some bull, if you ask me. If you ask me, that's some bull. Yeah. And then him and his new girlfriend are here clowning you on national TV, and he's not turning. I mean, he did tell her to stop or whatever, but she didn't listen. Like, you didn't set no boundaries. Like, I felt bad for Tiara, but I was like, damn, man. And I think her and Princess ended up fighting and everything. They went out for a while. And then she just kept drinking and drinking more and more. What happened to Tiara Marie? I would love to see her come back and reinvent herself. Because a lot of people shitted on her, like Jay-Z, big lip, banded, big forehead, big eyes, gin-looking ass. Like, looking like chainsaw. You know, it's just what it is. Why you keep doing that, Papa? And then you come here and say, help me put it back on. Why did you just do that? Hold on, yo. Stop doing that. It's like you don't know what to do with yourself right now. Sit down. Watch ping pong. I just put ping pong for you. Okay, what you want to watch? Baby Shark? Stop. Hello? What? What is it? Talk to me. Come here. What is it? What is it? What is it? I need to speak up and not cry. What do you want to watch? What? Okay, calm down. Relax. What do you want to watch? What? You just had a popsicle. You can't have another one. I'm sorry. You can't have another popsicle. No, sad. Come. I could give you animal crackers, but you can't have another popsicle, son. You need to behave yourself. You understand me? Behave yourself. You understand me? No more crying and doing all that extra dramatic stuff. Do you understand? Hallelujah. Uh, he just, you know how kids like, some kids be dramatic just to see what you're going to do. Me, I don't buy into that. I'm like, listen, what do you want? Express yourself. I ain't got time. Because I could see through it. I'm like, stop. Just listen. Listen to mommy. What do you want? Speak. Gotta communicate with these kids. All right. Okay. So I feel like RayJ is not a lot of sleepless nights going on here. Um, somebody's not sleeping well. They're not having a good sleep here. Um, there could be some regrets to how he acted as well here on live where people were seeing it. Someone could be telling him this too. Um, you shouldn't have acted that way. You shouldn't have behaved that way. Okay? But somebody's words cut deep. Okay? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So I feel like his mental space right now, he's thinking about his children. It's not too much about Princess because I feel like he felt betrayed by her. He felt humiliated. He felt like they ganged up on him. That's how he's feeling. That's how RayJ is feeling right now. Like they ganged up on him. Um, you know, he's looking at it like, I would never think it's you that would betray me like this. You know, there's outsiders betraying me and doing stuff behind my back and trying to do certain things to me, but you. So there could have been a letdown with Princess that he feels. Okay. And I feel like he just needs to be accountable. And I feel like that's part of being a man. Be accountable of your behavior and get your shit together. That's RayJ, that's the best thing I could tell you. Get your shit together. Like, you got kids now. You know, it's certain things you can't do that you used to do that you could get away with. And I do not condone domestic violence in no shape or form. What is mental? People think like mental and emotional abuse, and it's not a real thing. Mental and emotional abuse is a real thing. It might not be physical, but it's mental, emotional abuse. That's why people kill themselves. That's why people commit suicide and they go get depressed. You know what I mean? They go hide away from the world. Like, people just gotta be careful, man. Like, sometimes words kill. Sometimes. What does the Bible say? The tongue speaks life and death. Choose which one. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna speak life into it or you gonna speak death? People just calling me from odd numbers. But anyway, um, so there's a decision that he needs to make right now. So another thing I'm getting, like RayJ have thought about suicide. You see what I just said? Like, you gotta be careful how you talk to people. They might look like they're not hurting, but they are hurting. They are hurting. When that phone hangs up, they are hurting. They go back and think about what you just said. Especially coming from somebody that they love, or they would want to love with. Like, yeah. He thought about killing himself. Well, because you can't say certain things on YouTube, no one child. He thought about comedian SUICID. You know what I mean? He has thought about that more than one occasion, actually. I'm not surprised. Um, I'm not. Yep, and that's the truth. Okay. What's this? The Ace of Pentacles here. I feel like what I'm saying, does it take pills? But I feel like he needs to ground himself and focus on himself. There's a need to be grounded here. I feel like somebody could be advising him to take a break from social media or to take a break from online, period. Somebody could have been advising him, telling him the truth. Somebody. It could be his sister that's telling him take a break. Okay, take a break. He could be listening to like two people that are like giving him a good advice here. There could be somebody on a I don't know if it's a podcast or a radio show that gives him advice or something. I don't know if Charlemagne. I got Charlemagne, but I don't know. All right. Somebody could have called him to try and give him advice, like don't do that to yourself. Get your stuff together, or go seek help. Okay. Somebody could have advised him on that. Okay. So there's a decision he needs to make right now. I don't know what his decision. I feel like if he take a break from social media, as far as like streaming, maybe he needs to take a little break. Not that much, but like a little break from social media. Somebody's also said stop renting on social media because you're digging a hole for yourself. All right. Or you're messing up your opportunities. You're messing up opportunities that's supposed to come in for you. There's opportunities here. It might have like a TV show too as well that's happening. It could be a TV show currently. I feel like him going to jail also gave him clarity in a sense. You know what I mean? It's like a wake-up call. All right? A wake-up call. It could be a wake-up call on what he did that night too, like, gaining sobriety here. He needs to be careful of alcohol because it could be detriment to your organs. I don't know why I'm getting something with his liver. You need to be careful. All right, because I'm getting something with your liver. All right. Yeah, you gotta calm down with that liquor. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. I'm getting liver problems with liver. I feel like he needs to go to a doctor. All right. I don't know. That was weird. I just got that like out of nowhere. All right. Yeah, if he's keeping up with this, it could be messing up with his money. There could be financial deficit here. If you keep up this facade, I'm kind of getting that. You might lose some contract if you're not careful. Also, you need to get an accountant or financial advisor to help you with your finances. All right, because it could be something about his spending habit too. It could be that, I got that before, where it's like he doesn't want to spend too much money on getting divorced. He don't want to do that, but at some point you got to do something. All right. And he's feeling the need to mentally move on how he feels about Princess. Like, I feel like how he used to feel about her, something is deteriorating here. It's just dying. It's dying. Oh. And then I'm seeing like a dead rose. It's withering and dying. All right, it's giving me like fall energy. Okay, but if you don't water it with good things, it dies. All right, but the feelings, whatever he used to feel for Princess, I feel like something is just meddling away. It's going away. It's not. Yeah, because he's seen a difference. It's like one of those things where it's like when somebody show you who they truly are, believe them. Didn't Maya Angelou say that? When a person shows you who they are, believe them. That goes for both of them, to be honest. Believe them. And it's hard for somebody to come back from being abused physically, even mentally, emotionally. Sometimes it's hard to come back from that because you see that person indifferent. You don't see them the same way anymore. And when you keep beating somebody up with words and hurting their emotions and their mental state and all that stuff and using that against them, maybe you know this person's secret and using it against them over and over again, or you're hitting them, domestic violence, the love, the sparkle you used to have with them would begin to die. It will wither and die. You will lose that sense. You will lose that because to that person, they could have looked at you as someone that they trusted, and now I'm trying to use my words carefully here because you've beaten on them or whatever the case might be. It's changed everything. That trust that they used to have for you. And I also feel like Princess came from a broken home. Okay, I remember one time we were watching Love and Hip Hop, and it was something that had to do with her mom, her father, or her family. And then when somebody comes from a broken home and they meet a man or they meet a partner, and you make them, they want that safety. They want to feel safe. They want to feel secured. And if you're not making them feel safe or secured, it could cause a detriment to that relationship. You get what I'm saying? Maybe that's something Princess was seeking. And wasn't she with Floyd Mayweather before? I think she was with Floyd Mayweather, and she left Floyd Mayweather. RayJ took her from Floyd Mayweather. Ain't that something? So, you left Tierra Marie and went with Princess, and then you took Princess from Floyd Mayweather. I know Floyd Mayweather having a ball about this right now. Isn't he in Las Vegas, though? Because RayJ said Princess love Las Vegas now. But anyway. There could be a gambling problem somebody has it too as well. Okay, somebody spent too much money. All right. It could be on gambling. Las Vegas. So, when somebody comes from a broken home and first of all, when you come from a broken home, you need to go counseling or you need to heal. If you never heal from that, then you're going to be seeking someone like your father. You're going to be seeking someone like your mother. That's just how it goes. And what happens is that those people act on as your parents, but you might not see that first, but you're going to see later on because you never took the time to self-heal from your traumas. Or that little girl crying that because daddy wasn't there, that little girl that was crying because mommy wasn't there, or that little boy that was crying because mommy and daddy wasn't there. You know what I mean? When you come from a broken home, please heal yourself. All right? It affects some people more than others. Heal yourself. Because what happens is that when you don't heal, you create generations with that. Some people might say, "Oh, generation a curse," but you're creating generations when the roots are not healed. And guess what? All of them is going to portray those traumas because you've inserted it in them because you never healed as a mother or father, whatever. You want? Yes. That's not candy though. Yeah. So we just gotta be careful so that our children's children do not inherit those traumas, and then give it to their children, and then give it to, it's a circle of life. You know what I mean? So I feel like Princess should have healed because is she because I feel like that could have still been in her. Both of them need to heal. Period. Go sit down. Jigga the nanny. No, no, don't. This is not a toy. Both of them need to heal, right? Because one feels like they've been living under the shadow of their sister. The other one has absentee parents, and that hurt them as a little girl. You know what I mean? So it's like you meet a guy that is not setting the same example or is not setting examples that you will want your children to follow. Another disappointment. Why? Your daddy disappointed you. Your mama disappointed you. And then now your children are facing disappointment after disappointment because the person you chose to marry let you down. Just like your father did. Just like your mother did. You see how that cycle goes? Until you heal thyself, it will continue to be a revolving cycle of repetitiveness of the same behavior. That's why the Bible says, put not your trust in men. Women too. Shit. People think it's just talking about men. No, it's talking about both sides. But whatever. So that's Princess. Heal. All right? So that before you get into another relationship, you know what to look for and what not to. Yeah. No, it's for mommy. It's not a toy. So you don't keep making the same mistakes over and over. And when you find out once you heal from your parents that abandoned you as a kid or whatever they did as a kid, when you heal from that, your whole demeanor changes. Everything about you changes. You start to create your own generation. You get what I'm saying? You begin to create your own line of generations, And I guarantee you're not going to attract the same. Because you've learned, you've healed. You self-evaluated yourself. You self-evaluated the situation, And sometimes parents do the best they can, and their best could be shitty. You know what I mean? Like the best that they can could be like, that's the best you could do. But to them, it's the best that they could give you at the time, in that circumstance, in that environment. You know what I mean? Jack. Okay, so and when you expect your parents to be certain, to be a to act a certain way, do certain things, you get disappointed because you're expecting them to act a certain way and do certain things when they are incapable of doing those things that you're expecting them to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if they're giving you the best that they think they can give you, even if you don't agree to it, that's their best. You know what I mean? So don't raise children trying to, I got to do more than what my parents did because they didn't do shit. Don't do that. Nah. It's not gonna, no. Because then it looks like you're competing with them. What you want to do is heal from that expectancy, and then you got disappointed at. Heal from that. Heal from that. And build a new life for yourself and your children. Okay? All right? Teach them. All right? Me, my first child's father wasn't really there, actively in my child's life. And at first, I used to get mad. I used to be disappointed. I would cry for my child. I'm like, what the heck? And I would advise the father, like, do better, do this, and da. You can't raise a man. You just cannot. A man is going to do what they want to do. Do you understand me? Especially if they come from a home where mommy and dad didn't teach them how to treat women. Mommy and dad didn't teach them how to raise children. Mommy and daddy probably didn't treat them right. That's why you see some people, they were disappointed from their mother, and now they become a detriment to women. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some people, they were disappointed from their daddy. Now, the man they meet is a bigger disappointment over and over again until they learn the lesson and heal and stop expecting. Okay, when I got to the point where I just stopped expecting his father to do, and I say he's at the age where he could communicate with his father, and I don't have to do it anymore. And here's his phone. You can use to call daddy if you want to, or daddy could call you with a. He got to see for himself. My son got to see for himself that his dad ain't, whatever he thought it was. And he then decided to communicate. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let them see for themselves. And I had to advise him, do not have hate in your heart for him. Do not have resentment in your heart for him. Do not carry the burden that's unnecessary on your back. Forgive him, even if you don't want to. Just forgive him so that you can let that go. I had to advise him as a younger kid. I had to tell him because I didn't want him to carry on that burden and bring it into generation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because then it would be like rotten tomatoes. It would just be rotten. It would just be running through your lineage, and it would be rotten. Just running everywhere. Just through the branches, the stems, everything. So you just got to advise your kids. Even if your father hurt you this way, forgive them for yourself. Not for them, but for yourself. That's what the forgiveness is for. It's for yourself. Trust me. I'm telling you. It's for you. I feel like I'm giving a whole sermon. I'm telling you, it's for you now. It's for you. Think about it. It's for you. Okay? Because then they don't have that power over you. Then when you see them, you're not triggered. You're like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you've accepted who they are for who they are. You've accepted it, or whatever you want to call it. You've accepted it. You're no longer expecting. Because the expectance came with disappointment. Because you were expecting how you wanted them to act, how you wanted them to react, how you wanted them to involve themselves in your life. You were expecting those things, and they failed in those departments. So you're left with disappointment after disappointment. When would you say enough is enough? And you'd be like, bump this stuff. Let me go heal myself from those disappointments and move on. When they get it together, they get it together. But move on for yourself, child. Whoo, child. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. What's that? What's that in your mouth? I don't want you on here, Papa. You gotta go. I don't want you on here. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. What? How long have I been here? I'm about to leave soon because you cannot keep bothering mom, okay? You gotta sit down and relax. Okay? Alright? What you wanna watch? Pink from Baby Shark? I think you should put Baby Shark on. Baby Shark, Baby Shark. Oh, what that? This boy right here, he got his own mind. So, it is what it is. Take it with a grain of sugar. You know what I mean? But the little girl needs healing. Even though you're an adult now and you've overcame or you think you've overcome it, trust me, if you don't heal it, it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. How? You're gonna be triggered. That's how. It's gonna come up. So you just gotta heal it for yourself, for your children's sake. That's why I don't agree to some of these baby moms that they be doing stuff out of disappointment and be, doing the most. It's like, girl, let it go. All right. So it's yeah, betrayal. Okay, both of them might feel betrayed by each other. They might feel betrayed because RayJ might feel betrayed because something came out. Okay, something got exposed here that he probably don't want people to know because of his reputation. Remember, he's a reputation kind of guy. Okay, so something else being exposed here that he didn't want people to know. So he's feeling betrayed about that. Then act accordingly, RayJ. Like, what you think she's gonna be silent forever? Like, I wasn't surprised. I was just like, oh shit, we going there? We going there? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, right? Hey, everybody. Like my father was, he was good. He was there, but not there when I was growing up. You know what I mean? I was raised by my mother. I was raised by my mother, her sisters, and my grandparents, I would say, because I used to go there for holidays or whatever not. It was like I was being passed around through the sisters, you know what I mean? And my father would come and go. He would show up, give me gifts because I had A's in class or whatever. I passed the class or whatever. He would give me gifts or whatever. And he would leave and he would come. That's how it was. It was in rotation like that, right? Until at a certain point. And then at a certain point, he became really mean towards me. You know what I mean? Where he would humiliate me in front of my brothers, or he would humiliate me in front of people, period, by what he's saying. And I got to the point where, it would be like every time I would get off the phone, right, I would cry myself to sleep. Or I'll be sad, I'll cry, right? Because it was hurtful, what he was saying. But it was more hurtful because it was coming from my father. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some people have dealt with that kind of parents before, you know what I mean? And I had to choose me or him at one point. I had to get to the point where I was tired of hearing it. I was tired of making myself feel that way. I was tired of accepting it. And I had to set boundaries. And I had to cut him out. And when I did that, his true colors show, baby. Baby, his true colors show. Pew, pew, pew. I was like, dang. Damn. But that's how it be. When you set boundaries with certain people, that's the truth of who they are shows up. And you be like, believe them. Okay? And I just, I forgive the little girl that went through, I was kind of used to it though when I was young. Like, that's just how it is or whatever. Some people feel like if they got money, they could just buy you off and you don't have no feelings. Well, that's how African parents treat you though. Back at home in Nigeria, that's how Nigerian parents are. You know what I mean? Some of them feel like they could just, you don't have no feelings. What feelings? They desensitize the sensitivity. You're not sensitive. You shouldn't be sensitive. You know what I mean? So to each his own. You just gotta choose you or them. When you get to that point where you're like, it's either me, my peace, or them, then you're growing. You're growing. Yeah. And let me tell you, after that, I've had nothing but peace. I've been good. I ain't gotta hear those negative things. I don't have to deal with that anymore. None of that. So you choose. Go have a seat now. No. Go have a seat. What's the book? Hold on. Yeah, you just gotta get to that point. Sometimes when you cut off certain family members that you thought there was something, but then you grow up and you mature, and you matured emotionally and mentally, things change, man. And you start seeing these people different. Like, what happened? Like, what? This how they've always been? Like, what? Family members too. You be like, damn. You got to make the choice that you don't want to make, that difficult choice that you don't want to make, which is letting some people go. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Trust me. Sometimes we holding on to those family members stall us. It keeps us stagnant. It keeps us in a place where there's no movement. Okay, spiritually. I mean, I'm talking about spiritually then physically. You become stuck. You know what I mean? So when you start noticing like, oh, this person don't really like me, and then my family, they don't really like me, and you be real with yourself, they don't give a fuck about me and my kids. Like, then you're growing. Then you're awakening. I don't give a fuck about my kids. I don't give a damn about me. They don't even check on me. They don't even know if I'm alive or dead. But they always want something, right? They always want something from you. But who's filling your cup? That's the question you need to be asking. Who's filling? I keep filling everybody's cup. I keep pouring in everybody's cup. Who filling my cup? Because it's half empty. And I'm telling you guys this because I went through it. You know what I mean? I'm speaking from experience, bro. And it's gonna hurt. You're gonna cry. Okay? Especially if it's a family member that you really, really love. You know what I mean? You're gonna cry, but your peace is more important. Your love, your self-love is more important than anything in this. That's more important. If you're not good, you know what I mean, then what's the purpose? You know what I mean? If you have a relationship with somebody, but every time you talk to them, they make you feel like shit. Every time you talk to them, you feel drained. Every time you talk to them, it's like, ooh, I don't know how long I could deal with this stuff again. It's too much drama, too much nonsense. Child, you're going to start thinking about yourself. Don't worry, you're going to get to the point where you get awakened by that. And God, and when you tell God, remove the people that don't need to be there in my life, you're going to be like, whoa. God going to remove that. You're going to be like, God going to be like, I've been waiting for you to tell me to remove them. All you have to do is just ask, and I'll do it. And when God removed them, God gonna give you signs, whether it's in your dream state, in your reality, or you say, God, show me where my enemies are. God gonna show you quicker than you can say, ah. I'm trying to tell you. So be careful what you ask for now. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. What's to come? Is this marriage over? What's going on here? You gotta be ready for what you're asking for. If you're not ready, don't ask for it. Don't you dare. All right, so, and I said, show me who my enemies are. And the people that showed up was surprising. I was like, damn, I was not thinking that. But remove the people that don't need to be in my life, God. Just remove them. Clear the table. I don't need to be in my life. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that's there to be a detriment to your life don't need to be in your life. Even friends, not just families, friends too. You be seeing friends that hate on each other, don't want to see people win. It was a story on a TikTok where this lady, she was blind and she went to a club and with her friend, and her friend left her there. Left her there and drove off. Didn't even tell her I'm leaving, nothing. She just left. Mind you, this lady is blind. Papa. This lady is blind. You leave your friend in the club and she's blind? What? Water? You want water? You want water, Papa? You gotta go pee-pee? Okay. And I'm like, she hating on you, girl. She's jealous of you. Trust me. Especially when you hear this story, you be like, yeah, you okay? I'm like she's jealous of you. What's the come with RayJ and Princess love life? Marriage, I mean. Is it over? Holy Spirit, Jehovah Nissi, El Shaddai. Sure. Children is the main focus. That's what I was picking up earlier. Children is coming up. Somebody has become cold. Ice queen. They become really cold. Somebody is dating somebody else, or they're interested in someone else. Okay, there's a new love here, or they put in all their energy into their children. That could be that too. Your children could be your you know, the ones you love. New love could just be children, because as enjoying the fruits of the labor, enjoying the little things in life here. So someone could be isolated. This is giving me princess energy, isolation here. Enjoying the little things in life. She might also have somebody that's interested in her, or that she's talking to, like a guy. A fair guy, a light-skinned male here. They could have had an open relationship as well. Didn't I say that before? That it feels like they've been doing like what you call it, threesomes. It's an open relationship. You know Hollywood. You know how they do it in Hollywood. Okay? They married, but hey, I can still go to the beach. You can still go to the hole. You know what I mean? That's what it's giving me. Yeah. Yeah, there's an open relationship. There's somebody else that she has an eye on, or she's talking to, though. I do see somebody that she plays with, that she does stuff with, or whatever the case might be. Somebody could have found her attractive. That's a past life. There could be some type of past life connection. Didn't I tell you I don't want you on this side? Go. Bye-bye. Toodles. Ozubo. Alele. That way. That way. Jimmy. Bye-bye. Yes. Just cut it out. Do you understand me? Excuse me. Cut it out. Have a seat. Watch your stuff. Okay, yeah, somebody could see her very attractive. This is somebody that she could have dated this person in the past, or she know this person from a past life, or past in the past that's interested in her. There's a lot of suitors here that's seeking princess. I do see that. All right, there's a lot of suitors. Okay, there's a lot of suitors. There could be a dark male too as well that's interested. There's different people here interested. Dang. I mean, we all know they're married, but something is turning into a past love situation. Okay, family, somebody she has family with. I don't know what's keeping them to stay together. Apart from the assets and the values they have to share, but it's like, what would it take for you to just go your separate? Like, for real, like, what would it take? Okay. She could have met somebody while she's working. I'm also getting like a salon or like a spa joint. So she might have like a... Okay, so Princess have her own spa? Or like a spa or bar spa or spa bar, or like... She has her own business. I'm seeing that as well here. It's giving me beauty. There could also be like beauty things, beauty product here. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Okay, she might have some type of business here that she's running. Okay. Are they gonna break up, or they gonna keep playing this role? There could be somebody attracted to her as well. Somebody younger that wants her. Holy Spirit. I feel like the focus is on family. That's a lot. That's coming out a lot. There could be fights about the triangle. Okay. Where one is, One is mad because the other one is dating other people. The other one is mad because they're dating other people. It's like, why even be in a marriage if you don't know you're gonna be in an open relationship anyway? Marriage is about two people forming a union and taking an oath under God. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I sure don't. And I feel like somebody might feel like because you're doing this, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, that could be what's going on here. I don't know if it's because of money or wealth that's keeping these people together. But it's an open relationship. She's dating somebody, he's dating other people. Child. So I don't, if they divorce, I'll be surprised. Yeah. So these people that they're dating though is short term, it's not serious. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm dating you, but I'm still married to Princess Love. I'm dating you, but I'm still married to RayJ. You get what I'm saying? So it becomes short-term flings. Flings. Oh, there's another word they use. This new kids they use these days. They call it something else. It's something else. These new kids call it. Can't remember. And then they got this new thing where it's like lavender love or lavender relationship. I'm like, what the is going on? Lavender relationship. Where it's like you're dating somebody, but you don't want to reveal. You know, it's a secret. They're bisexual. It's like, but the secret is out. If we know that, then the secret is who's the bisexual one among both of you? You or him? Like, girl, bye. Like they just be making up stuff, stupid, just dumb. They got names for everything. Yeah, somebody's trying to control some type of narrative here or trying to control someone in the relationship itself here or trying to have control in the relationship. Child love in the relationship. Boy, bye. Girl, bye. Yeah, court. Ooh. Yeah. Somebody's trying to have the say-so in the marriage, who you can date, who you can't date. You know what I mean? Like somebody wants to have control over that. Like, oh, princess, you could date that guy, but you can't date this guy. Like, what? We talking about RayJ that got all this. It's one girl that he's dating now called Sheila or whatever her name is. And they were on Breakfast Club and she's like, did I even finish that video? Because I don't be finishing. If it's too long, I'm not watching it. But she was like, you know, I'm a Cancer and I'm emotional. He gonna take advantage of that, John, because he feel like you're fragile. Duh. Girl, you think you the only one, girl? And he met her through the show that he's on or some type of show. I don't remember what show they were talking about. But I'm like, girl, this man married. Whoo, child. There could be, you know, maybe both of them travel a lot, or there's traveling here that's going on, long distance relationship, having a good time. I feel like Princess, you know, they having a good time spending money, you know, that they having a marriage here. Okay, working. She could have met somebody at work too. I feel like Princess met somebody at work. Her business, she could have met somebody. I don't know if it's in California or it's in Las Vegas. Or Miami, I don't know where it's at. But it could be in those three states, those three, you know, different. Yeah, somebody finds her very attractive. It's somebody from the past, yo. It's somebody from the past, baby. And this person buys her gifts and stuff, spoils her. I don't feel like RayJ like this person. Whoever this is, RayJ do not like. He is not with it. He does not like that at all. He does not like that at all. He's like, what the fuck? So, will they ever get divorced? I feel like eventually, they will, but I feel like not right now. You know, another thing I'm getting is like, it doesn't make sense for people to even, you know, try to give them advice on their marriage because they're not gonna listen. Because something here is business contract. There's business contract involved. There's a business transaction involved and contract and all that stuff. Yeah, I feel like Princess is going to be having fun though. There's a lot of fun coming up for her. She might even be going to like a concert or something, or like a club, going on vacation or something. There could be a vacation coming up for her. But are they going to divorce right now? Nah. Because somebody got a lot to lose right now. And I feel like in the long run, though, they're going to have to. Somebody going to get tired. You know what I mean? I feel like RayJ likes to be in control of who she's dating. I do see that. She's not in control of who RayJ is dating, but she's jealous. And that's how you know you still love somebody, though. When you feel a way when you see them laying down with a girl in the bed. You know, they've had threesomes, though. What is to come for RayJ? And that's what I'm going to stop at. What does his mom think right now about what's going on with RayJ? How does RayJ mom feel? Holy Spirit of God, how does RayJ mom feel right now with what's going on with RayJ? How does she feel? Because Miss Sonia been quiet a little bit. She's been quiet. His dad, you know, I don't know what kind of relationship he has with his dad, though. So the mom could be like a manager or like, I don't know if she's a manager. She used to manage Brandy for a long time. Is she still Brandy's manager? I know she used to manage Brandy, but I don't know if she's still the manager. It's not too surprising of him going to jail. Something was climbing to that, okay? It's almost like she kind of saw that coming, all right? You know what I mean? She kind of saw that coming. King of Swords here in reverse. Somebody feels like, is this a, no? Somebody feels like he's focused on the wrong things here. The mom might feel like he's focused on the wrong things. The mom might also feel like he's not mentally stable. All right, the mom might feel like his mental is off. She feel like he's not being rational or logical at this time. He's all over the place. She feels like he's all over the place, and he's not thinking about the children. She has a lot to say, boy. And the mom might feel like it's the marriage. The marriage is making him be this guy. But I'm like, I don't think it's just the marriage. Yeah, the marriage is making him be this guy. I feel like she might even feel like he's heartbroken. He's acting out on passion. What did we call? They do say that in court. When you act out of passion, love passion or something like that. It's a name for it in court. She also feels like he needs to be careful. Okay. She feels like he needs to be careful around the kids, what he does at his home when his kids are around. Okay. All right. That seems reasonable. Yeah. She feels like he self-sabotaged himself a lot in this relationship. Okay, she might feel like what happened online was he was self-sabotaging himself. He was not coherent. Oh, he thought he was, but he was not. Yeah, she feels like he self-sabotaged himself. She could also feel like Princess played him. She could have seen a video. She saw a video. She saw the video. Yeah. She feels like, she might feel like somebody wants his money or somebody wants to get money from him through stuff like this. Meaning like somebody want to sabotage him so that they could claim his money and say, see, you see how he acted on live? You see he put out a GUN on me. You see he threatened to shoot. You know, stuff like that. So the mom, I don't think the mom like Princess like that. The mom might feel like, this lady trying to take your money. Crime or passion, yup. Thank you, Marie. Crime of passion. That's what this is starting to look like. That's what she feels. The mom don't like Princess that much. I don't think she like Princess like that at all. At all. Yeah. She's like, you need to protect your money. You need to protect your money. Okay? It could be something where it's like she knows that they have an open marriage, or there's something she knows here. Okay, she might feel like somebody's spending his money or whatever the case might be here. Nine of Swords. She feels like her son is going through a depression. There's a sense here of her feeling like the family feels this way too as well. Feel like he's going through depression. Okay. Because of this relationship as well. The mom feels like he needs to divorce her. The mom feels like he needs to divorce her and focus on himself. Yeah. She's looking like, how long this 3-year-old thing gonna work? This, you're sleeping with different people. How long is that going to work? Okay, the threesomes or whatever you're doing. Like, how long y'all think that's gonna work? Yeah. And she might also feel like RayJ is thinking with his finger instead of his mind and being mentally stable. He's thinking about his penis. Yeah, there's no love lost. She might feel like there's no more love in there. There's no love in the relationship or in the marriage. She might also feel like RayJ is reckless. Okay? There's no love in the relationship. There's love lost here. Let me ask, how does his mom, RayJ mom, feel about him per se? Because I'm seeing a lot of disappointed and love lost and acting reckless and there could have been an argument too with the parents, with the mom and him. I don't know. Let me see. It could be about finances. Let me see. Let me see here. How does RayJ mom feel about RayJ? Raymond. How does RayJ mom, Miss Sonia, Holy Spirit, feels about RayJ? Particularly their relationship. How is their relationship? If I hear that song one more time, that's oh, it's Chanel. Oh, it's Chanel. I'm tired of that song. Dang. Oh, it's Chanel. Ugh. That song was good till they start overdoing it. Child. Holy Spirit. It could have been a thing where she was going to actually walk away from him. Uh-oh. How is their relationship, Holy Spirit? How is Mr. Queen of Cups here? Yeah, something was over. Like something ended. Maybe she don't want to deal with him right now. It's just over. Okay. I feel like she's using her intuition here. Her sword is up, baby. Okay. And she's using her intuition to not want to deal with him in certain things here when it comes to certain things. She still loves him, but it's like, I'm not going to deal with you when it comes to certain things because you are the 10 of Wands, okay? And me not dealing with you is putting the 10 of Wands in reverse, meaning like me not dealing with you is less burden for me. It's giving me peace, you know what I mean? There could be some truth here that got exposed, all right? The devil, okay? Some truth here got exposed about someone. What is the truth? Let me clarify that. What got exposed, Shaka? This is juicy. I want to know. What got exposed, Miss Sonia? What got... Papa, what you doing over there? Thank you. What got exposed? Clarify devil card, Holy Spirit, please. Ten of Wands. Reckless behavior, on drugs, unhealthy habits, inhibiting unhealthy habits. Okay. Putting a lot of strain on the family. What the family has built is looking like a mockery. Okay, because of his behavior. It's like what is attached to or what is doing. Okay. Yeah, death card. So, yikes. Something is putting a strain on everybody here, or it has to do with his Scorpio here. It could be something where someone wants him to go to jail, or somebody's trying to, somebody wants him to go to jail. Okay. Or there could be like, I don't know, I'm getting lawsuit. Is there a lawsuit on RayJ right now? He could be going to court for something. Right? I feel like that would be the time he needs his family the most, ain't it? Yeah. There's somebody here watching him. Somebody might have like a private eye or private investigator watching him or something like that here. It's giving me a Scorpio energy though. Yeah. Somebody could be watching. This person don't mind sitting there for hours watching him. There could have also been like an argument that took place with him and his family. There's a Scorpio here, very significant. With him and his family. There's a significant, yeah. This Scorpio, damn. So his mother must have felt like one of his greatest mistake was sleeping with Kim K. That's kind of like what I'm getting. One of his greatest mistake ever. One of his downfall is the Kardashians. That's kind of like the energy I'm getting here. Because he's thinking with his pinga. Okay? Because he was so... Some type of lawsuit could have caused an argument here. Also, I hope nobody died though. But this could be a Scorpio Aries energy here that does something toxic or does something unethical for fame. There could be an argument with the family about something with the Kardashians. I just saw the devil again. That's 3 devil cards. Okay. I don't know if she... I don't know if the mom is like in charge of his finances, or she is keeping some of his finances with her, or he gives her his finances to hold or something like that here. She almost feels like she always got to save Ray. Whenever he does something stupid, she feels like I got to save this guy again. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm tired of saving your ass. Like, get your stuff together. That's kind of like the energy I'm getting here. Okay, he could have gotten himself in a pickle, and the mom got to save him here. That's kind of like certain things he's doing or he has done. It's giving me like publicist vibe. Like, I got to clean your behavior up. Whenever you do something, I got to clean it up. Okay, it's giving me that. Yeah, maybe she had to even free him from jail. Get him out of jail. Yeah. There's somebody watching him. A Virgo? There's a private eye investigator here that's watching him. A Virgo. Yeah. He needs to be careful. If I'm him, you need to be careful. I also feel like the mom is keeping an eye on him and what he got going on. Maybe even keep an eye on a younger person that's with him. She's in the background, but she's doing work behind the scenes. I'm kind of getting that here. Um, there could be disappointment. I feel like the mom might feel disappointed by him. I mean, I said that in the beginning of the reading too, when I was talking about, the family could have made him feel this way ever since he was a kid. You know what I mean? And he's always being judged since he was a kid and stuff. Um, the mom feels like he needs to just be single. Just be single. Just be single. Just stay single. Yeah, call it a truce. It's like end the relationship. She also feels like it's something is battling with when it comes to like a water sign Scorpio energy. That's coming out very strong here. Okay, very strong. There's a legality he's dealing with. Okay. Also, the mom feels like if you're gonna date all these different women, just end the marriage. How does the father feel? End the marriage. There was something going on with the family and RayJ. I don't know if it's just the mama, daddy, and what's her name, Randy. Oh, it was just him and Brandy and the mama. How does RayJ father feel about him? We don't even really hear too much about the father, do we? He's so calm and quiet. Somebody is it's like when something about lean, the drug. It's like when somebody drinks lean, or when they do certain drugs. Hold on. When they do certain drugs, it's like they lose their mind or they act erratic. They behave. There's something about their behavior. Okay, so that's that King of Sword here. The father feels like if he stopped dealing with Princess, like if he stopped dealing with Princess or dealing with all these different women, he would not have to go through the Seven of Wands. Yes, Papa. I'm almost done. What? What are you talking about? Go lay down, I'm coming. Go lay down, I'm coming. Yes. You gotta respect my mind, Papa. No, go lay down there. No, Papa, listen to me. Look at me. Go lay down there. Go to sleep. I'm coming. Go lay down, because I could tell you getting sleepy. Go lay down. I'm coming. It's okay. It's okay. Let me cover you. It's okay. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm coming, okay? It's okay. I'm coming. Just go to sleep. Rest your eyes. Okay? Naba. I'm right here. I'm not going nowhere. Jabba, come on now. I'm right here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm right here. I'm sitting right here. Just rest your eyes. You'll be fine. I'm not going nowhere. Also, the father feels like it's something with the Kardashians, man. I can't stop. It's something about the Kardashians that It's something with court or legalities that he's going through right now. So I wonder if Princess is going to take him to court when it comes to the kids or something with that nature. But I'm also getting a Scorpio energy strong. All right. But the father feels like if you just go get divorced, you won't have to keep dealing with this stuff. Okay. Also, the father wants him to get justice when it comes to a legality issue here. Yeah, the father wants him to get justice. Okay. There could be investigation going on here. Could be some type of investigation. I feel like the father just isolated himself from certain things that goes on with him. You know what I mean? And I feel like the father, Miss Sonia gives me more of a masculine energy than the father sometimes. He'd be too laid back for me. I'd be like, sometimes you gotta stand up and be like, hey, you can't behave like that. You can't do this. And I feel like he lets her take the lead. I don't know. I'm kind of getting something with that. There's a betrayal that happened. Okay, there's some type of betrayal that's going on here. And the father might feel like you're being watched. Like, the world is watching you. People are watching you. You cannot be doing certain things. You can't be doing certain things. You got to make a decision. So the father could be like on that verge of like, you need to make a decision if you want to be with this woman or not. Okay? Because you don't want something to affect you in the long run. All right? So you don't have to feel like you always got to put up a fight or you always got to stand your ground against her or whatever the case might be here. It's kind of giving me that energy. Make a decision. That's the energy I'm getting from the father. Make a decision. I feel like they at some point they didn't even want to work with RayJ or something like that. Okay, there was something RayJ did. I feel like he don't really want to get involved. That's the energy the father is giving me. I don't really want to get involved. He's tired. I'm kind of getting his energy. I'm tired. He comes with a lot. There's a lot going on with him. He deals with a lot. He comes with a lot. He deals with a lot of women. It's just a lot. The dad is tired. He's tired. He don't want to deal with that junk no more. It's like, stop dealing with this extra women or whatever. Just focus on you. Focus on your children. Stop causing yourself a hard time. You're the one causing yourself a hard time. That's why you're not being victorious because of the choices you make in life. And it's something about who he hangs around with. There's something about who he hangs around with that keeps him in the circumstances he's in. That's how the father could have told him certain things, like give him a warning or trying to give him advice. But RayJ's still going to do RayJ. That's the energy I'm getting here. Maybe the mom is tired of fighting with him. It's just a lot on the family. That's the energy I'm getting with him. With what's going on with him. What time is it? Oh my God. Did I put my trash outside? I think my son threw it away. Okay. Like, it's giving me that energy of, yeah, the father want to get involved. I don't even think he's involved. He talks to him about relation. He don't want to get involved. It's like, if you want to be with this woman, then stop messing with other women. If you don't want to be with her, stop wasting the time and just leave. Like, that's the energy. It's black and white. There's no gray areas. There's no nothing. How does Brandy feel about RayJ? How does Brandy feel about RayJ or what's going on? Brandy focused on her work, child. I don't know if she's on tour or something, but she's focused on her work, child. Um, Focused on creating collaboration here. Something about Monica. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm getting Erica Badu as well, but I don't know. She's focused on her work. She's focused on being happy. Okay. She's focused on her child or family. It could be something with family, but I'm also seeing like I'm also getting like an award show too, but I'm getting like a concert or like a tour or performing. You know, I'm seeing her with a hat on, performing. All right. Yeah, she's focused on her coins right now. So she might have Aquarius and Capricorn in her chart as well. There's a lot of Capricorns in this family. She's focused on her money. She's focused on her brain. She's focused on building. Okay. She don't want to deal with him when it comes to certain things because RayJ is kind of stubborn and he's still going to do what he wants to do anyway. No matter, she's not worried about him anymore like she used to. It's kind of like accepting, you know, like that one family member that act up. They keep acting up and you try to help them. You try to give them a reasonable advice. But it's like they still continue doing the same thing and they keep, it's like somebody doing the same thing and expecting a different results. My sister's like, I'm not even gonna listen. I'm not gonna stress myself out on him, about him. I'm not worried about him. I'm gonna focus on my daughter. I'm gonna focus on my children, my child, my business. What makes me happy? I don't give a damn. It's not like she don't give a damn. It's just like she's focusing on peace and love. She got all the things going on. She ain't got time for that shit. It almost feels like the family is used to this shenanigans, to be honest. Yeah, she's focused on other things. There's a manager here or like I don't know if it's a tour manager or, yeah, it could be a tour manager. What is this right here before I got Eight of Pentacles here? So it could be something where she's like, we forewarned him about her. He didn't listen. That's the energy I'm getting. Like we forewarned him a long time ago, and he did not listen. And now he is backfiring. Okay, I feel like she's. Did she bring her daughter on stage or something to sing, or I don't know? I keep getting like something about Brandy's child is coming up so strong too. Where it's like, maybe she's gonna introduce her to the world or something, or she's gonna, something's going on. So maybe the child is coming out with a song or album or music. I'm getting something with music here. Or EP. Okay. Yeah, she's focused on her child. The child is doing something. There's something the child is doing. Working on an album or working on an EP or song. That's what she's focused on. She's not focused. She's like, RayJ gonna be RayJ. Oh, shit. She feels like RayJ is a fool. She don't want her daughter to fall into that same footstep, or she don't want her daughter to look up to RayJ at all. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's your uncle, whatever. You could love him or whatever, but I want you to focus on you, your brand, okay? I would not be surprised if Brandy's like, if Brandy's daughter, is her name Syria? I don't know. If Brandy's daughter is with RayJ, her eyes is on Ray. She's watching. They're watching to make sure he doesn't corrupt her. Like there's something going on with that, where they're keeping their eyes on her and making sure like he's not doing nothing stupid, saying nothing crazy, or acting a fool. There could be something where he's like, act right because you got your niece with you. Behave yourself. You know what I mean? So he feels, I almost feel like when she's around, he feels the need to be responsible. It's almost like being forced to be responsible because he actually loves his niece. Maybe the niece don't think he's a fool. The niece just think he's going through something. You know what I mean? And Brandon's like, I'm gonna keep my eye on you because my daughter is with you, so I gotta make sure you good. You know, she's good. Um, you know, Brandon could have felt like he's acting a fool. That's why he went to jail. He's acting a fool. I feel like they all watched it. Okay, they all watched it online, or they were all watching the video or something. You know, that's what it's giving me. The energy is giving me. Yeah, he's free from jail. I do see that. They're hoping that he turns his life around, though. They are hoping he turns his life around. There needs to be changes when it comes to the type of people he call friends, okay? Um, they might also feel like him being associated with Diddy is not a good look. That's another energy I just got. I just got that. So he could be the Scorpio, to be honest with you. He could be that Scorpio I kept picking up, picking up a strong ass Scorpio ass energy. They could feel like you're associating with the wrong people. You're associating with people that's into voodoo and Santeria or sex dungeon abusers, people with toxic traits. And then you're picking up the toxic traits and it's making you act like this, or it's falling into this category. That's not even who you are. Yeah. Yeah. So something could have gotten exposed about being at Diddy's party, or some things he said about Diddy, or whatever the case might be. Something with Diddy too that's coming out here. He got one thing going with the Kardashians, but there's something with Diddy. I don't know if it was at Diddy parties, doing something he ain't got no business doing there, and his name is being entangled with that. Or somebody's running with that narrative, or he's saying something about Diddy and he's saying Diddy's my friend, and they're like, you need to change your circle of friends because Diddy's in jail right now, facing federal, you know what I mean? He's facing federal, whatever the case might be. You need to not associate yourself with certain people, and they could have warned him about that too. It's giving that. Because I was like, who's this Scorpio that keeps coming out? Yeah, the Kardashians, but there's another Scorpio. Yeah, the artist. Okay. Yeah, because this person is attached to sleeping with, allegedly sleeping with young kids or whatever the case might be. Like, so it's something about the family image. Okay, that they don't want tainted. You know what I mean? And it's like, RayJ, if you're moving like this with these certain people, that end up in this type of situations, you're tainting the family legacy. So I'm not surprised why, they detached themselves from him a little bit, and he had to fight his way back to them. I mean, they're still going to be family, but I feel like their relationship there's going to be, there's some type of disconnection there because he's not listening. All right. And Brandy's like, I've been in this game for a long time. And if I'm telling you who you associate with is affecting you, that's just what it is. He could be surrounded by people that do drugs, and that could have made him fall into like doing drugs. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know did he do drugs? I mean, allegedly, but he does. Shit. But there's other people that do drugs, and sometimes when you surround yourself with people who do certain things, it has an influence on you. If you're not strong-minded, it would have an influence on you. You know what I mean? You might feel pressured to do it because they're probably encouraging you to do that shit. So I feel like with Brandy, she's like, I'm gonna focus on my kid, I'm gonna focus on my business. We don't want RayJ too many times. I can't even count. So I'm just like, you know what I mean? We don't warn him about this girl he with. We don't told him. He's not listening, okay? I feel like right now she's trying to be strong for her brother, but it's like I feel like behind the scenes they support him and they help him out or try to keep him at bay, but at the same time, it's like they know some type of truth with him and Diddy. There's something they know pertaining to Diddy. I don't know. I keep something. Something like drugs. Maybe he was drugged at a party. The Seven of Cups is giving me like drugs. They might know some type of truth pertaining to Diddy here. Give me a second. They might also feel like he picked up a habit from him that's not good. Like bad habits, bad behaviors. You know what I mean? Okay, I get it. Yeah. This is why he's into like polygamy or like dating different women and not feeling emotionally connected to just one. You know what I mean? Like they feel like he picked up on Diddy, like he picked up on his traits, he picked up on certain behavior. There could have been something in a lawsuit or something that could have. I don't know if RayJ name was involved in any lawsuit that has to do with Diddy. I don't know. I never heard of RayJ being involved in that lawsuit or any lawsuit with that. But there's something there where it's like all the people that went to parties with him and stuff like that, you know, their names are coming up in the lawsuits. You know what I mean? I think at one point they even said Chris Brown name came up. Even Drewski. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? So it could be stuff like that. And it could be something where the family is kind of like, this guy drugs people. I don't know, I'm getting Janet Jackson saving somebody at Diddy house. Or, why am I kidding? I don't know, I'm getting Janet Jackson giving somebody hot sauce. Or saving somebody from being a prey. So there could have been something to that where it's like you're going to Diddy house and doing this, but you're being drugged. You're being drugged. Okay, something with that. And you don't know what's going on. You don't know what you done did. What it's something going on. So they could be being warning with that too as well. Like be careful being friends with this guy. Or be careful with this family, this Scorpio family, the Kardashians. Be careful with Diddy. Be careful because Seven of Cups. There's a lot of illusions surrounding him. There's a lot of people complaining about being on drugs, not being consciously aware of what's going on. You know, stuff like that. And then they could have warned him so much so where Diddy stuff start coming and they're like, we told you. So there's a lot. There's a lot. Also, somebody got warned by someone that died too as well. It could have been Brandy that got warned, forewarned by someone that died. To be careful. Maybe to be careful about signing certain contracts. To be careful with Clive Davis or something like that. I'm guessing with Clive Davis. A Leo could have warned her. Okay? A Leo person warned her. All right? To be careful on how she moves. It could even be... Who's Brandy's label? I hope it's not Jive Records. Yeah, because, So it's like she's speaking from experience. They know what happened. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They know what happened with Whitney. They know what happened with Whitney. They know who set who up. They set somebody up. I don't know if it's RayJ. I'm going to say allegedly. You know what I mean? They paid somebody to do it. And Aries could have paid somebody to do it. And Aries could have paid a Capricorn. And it could be something like, yeah, now people are saying that you killed her, you did this, you drugged her. Somebody could have given somebody money to go buy drugs for somebody so that it would look like somebody died from a fatal accident. You dig what I'm saying? And it could have been shit. I don't know why I just saw Bobby Brown's daughter when I said that fatal accident. It was reenacted the same way, but it was drugs that killed his people. It was the wrong type of drug. It was. They should have said overdose. Really, I don't know what they said killed her. They said she drowned in tub because so I don't want to. I don't want to make this about Whitney either. Okay, so um, yeah. So there, I feel like he has not been the same since that stuff, and then people are now saying that he has something to do with her death, right? But I feel like RayJ was not alone with Whitney. Do you dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Um, mm, he was not alone. There's a drug supplier. There's a drug supplier. They will kill you with what you love to do or use. All right. Um, because Whitney was trying to change her life, if I remember correctly, or she was trying to sober up. And it's like, I don't really want to talk about Clive. I'm just going to call him Pinocchio or like Penguin. And you guys know what I'm talking about. But the Penguin, she had too much power. Do you understand what I'm saying? She was too powerful, however you see it. Plus, she was a Leo, right? Or she's a Leo, right? So it's like he had to tame her. He did not want her to stop using because when she used, he was able to control the narrative. Do you understand what I'm saying? So he will bring people around you when he knows you use. He's gonna put people around you that use hard drugs, so that you cannot escape from it. If you get it, you get it. So you can't. Just like her daughter was surrounded by a guy who did drugs that was unstable. Wasn't that her godson? Okay. So that's what they do. And then, because if he wants to take you out, then he has to bring your weakness to you. You know what I mean? And they say, "Oh, you died from overdose of drug." But what if somebody choked her and made it look like a fatal accident? What if somebody beat her to death? You know, eh, maybe I should do Britney's reading one day because what if it wasn't just it was not just drug. There was actually a fight that happened in that room, and she was beaten to death. Allegedly, I'm just saying. But I'm gonna leave it there. But I don't know. I just feel this emotion that I want to cry. Like for some reason, I don't know. Maybe that's how Whitney feels. Um, and what if something was forced in her? You know what I mean? Like it's I'm picking up a lot of stuff that's like that was done. That was so RayJ is acting up. There's some things coming up on RayJ, and it's like a lot of secrets being bubbled up, a lot, and he knows that if he says it, they're gonna attack, they're gonna come for him. They're going to what's the word? They're gonna kill him. So because he's being watched on how he moves, what he says. He was trying to say some things, but he held back. If he say it, that same person that handled Whitney is going to also, just like they did Tupac, guys. Like I feel like somebody, she was beaten to death, allegedly. But uh, she fought, she fought, she tried. You know what I mean? I gotta go. It's like so emotional. All right. So thank you guys for being here. Um, you know, another thing I saw, like holding her down because she was struggling, holding her down. So something could have been like suffocation. You know what I mean? Whitney, why are you doing this to me right now? Like, I gotta go. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if they said she overdosed on drug. You know what I'm getting to? Like they gave her drug, but the drug did not kill her. She came out. She came outside. She came. I think that could have been when she came downstairs and she gave Brandy something. And the penguin guy was like, "Hey, why she down here? Yeah, come get her." You know what I mean? And something did not take, right? They had to try another method. But I'm gonna go. You guys have a great. So I feel like that situation hunts him. It could be what he knows about that situation. Um, what he knows. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brandy knows the truth too. She knows. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. You guys have a great night. Enjoy. Finally, my son is sleeping. Thank God. Um, so remember to be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Show yourself some grace. Okay, Rome was not built in a day. Don't give up. Okay, fight to the end. You're almost there. All right. You guys have a blessed night. Bye bye.